Hello YouTube, and welcome to a D.B.T Gamer Special. This is my fourth part of a Nintendo E3 wrap-up. Now let's pick up left off. I was just about to talk about the Wii U's backwards compatibility stuff. The Wii U will be backwards compatible with all Wii games, but sadly, it's time to say goodbye to our old friend the GameCube. The Wii U will not be backwards compatible with the GameCube. Damn it!
Backwards compatibility is more or less standard these days for every new console. But when it comes down to it, if you're like David and still have a wide selection of GameCube games and you still play them on a regular basis, you already have a device capable of playing them, so the lack of backwards compatibility for the GameCube on the Wii U isn't exactly a big deal.
Well, the system still uses discs.
Yeah. And
all you need to play a disc these days is a laser. I don't see why you just can't still have it.
Because you need to input the programs that make a GameCube function into your new console to make it backwards compatible for.
Good point.
For the GameCube. Okay, it may have the equipment capable of reading a GameCube disc. Doesn't mean it has the knowledge on how to do that.
I'm hoping they might put some GameCube games on the Virtual Console to at least cushion the blow. But I'm going to keep my old Nintendo Wii around to play my GameCube games, and that's what I'll use it for.
Yeah, if you're going to phase out a part of your company's history, like the GameCube, putting some of the more popular titles on the Virtual Console would be a good move.
Yes, it would. Other Wii U features that I haven't talked about yet, as well as having buttons, the system will have dual circle pads, the same ones on the 3DS.
There's a little kind of rubber circle that just moves around like an analog stick would if it didn't have a stick, basically.
Yeah. I'm quite happy about this because the DS's circle pad is pretty much perfect.
Take note, Sony. Add rubber to your little circle pad so it can actually grip the damn thing.
Yeah. They also showed off some tech demos for this system, but I'll talk about those in a moment, as we'll go through a few more features. The system will have an internet browser. Yay.
That's something else they're trying to crowbar into every piece of machinery these days.
And Nintendo has also created their own special disc for the system. It's going to have the same amount of data space as a Blu-ray disc.
Right.
But it's not going to be a Blu-ray disc, it's with their own specially designed disc. It's one they've made themselves. It's a Nintendo disc, basically.
Okay, fair enough.
And this disc will be able to store as much as the Blu-ray game.
That is? So it's not actually a Blu-ray?
No, it's a special Nintendo disc.
No.
I think when the GameCube released, they made a special GameCube disc.
Not really. We've used mini CDs long before the GameCube came out, but that was as far as I'm aware, that's the first console that actually used mini CDs. We usually get them for like singles, and rather than a full album, you get just like one song and maybe a couple of cover versions.
All right. They also showed a few new controller attachments, although some of them look a little bit weird. The first one they showed off was like you all know what the Wii Zapper looks like, don't you? Well, this was the Wii Zapper, but you had the Wii U controller also stuck to the top.
That just looks top heavy to me.
Yeah, it did look a little bit top heavy. One of the Wii U's main features is, let's say your dad comes into the room and wants to watch football. You press a button on your Wii U, and you can take your game off your plasma screen and put it on your controller.
So you're playing the game on the controller rather than the screen?
Yes.
Alright.
Another feature they've designed is, let's say you're playing Zelda, and you find a giant spider on your telly.
Yeah.
And on your controller screen, you have all your weapons, like your sword, your bombs, your hook shot. You touch the items to select them, and you can use them at will.
It's sort of like the next logical step for a sort of upgraded DS with the dual screen system. You know, the one closest to you has got all your inventory, your maps and shit like that, and the big one in front of you has the
game itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wii U, in a nutshell, it's basically a DS combined with a game system. A home game system.
Yeah, I thought it is a game system.
a home game system then.
Right, next.
Anyway, let's look at some games / tech demos for this thing.
Yes, let's.
The first game they talked about was Smash Bros. They didn't show off any trailers or screenshots, but they are working on a Smash Bros. Game for the Wii U.
They've announced that it's in development.
Yeah. This game is also coming to the DS, so they also said that this Smash Bros. Game will be different depending on which platform you buy it on. Like, you might get a different character on the 3DS version as opposed to the Wii U version. You might get a different stage. That sort of thing.
Right, fair enough. As you can probably guess, I don't give a shit about Smash Brothers either.
It would be nice to have Smash Bros. Portable. It's one of the things I've wanted for quite a while. Although, a lot of the fans have wanted it as well. I'm pretty sure we could have Smash Bros. Portable on the original DS.
Possibly, you could probably crowbar the first one in. What? I don't know, what was the first one? It was on the Nintendo 64, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've easily put that on a DS cartridge.
Yeah. But it looks, so far it sounds good. They've said once they've finished work on Kid Icarus for the 3DS, they're going to start going on Smash Bros. So the same person who's making Kid Icarus is going to make Smash Bros.
Right.
So, and this guy, he has done Smash Bros. Games before, so everything should be alright. The next, they showed off a bunch of tech demos for the Wii U. The first tech demo they showed off was New Super Mario Bros. Me.
So
It's basically New Super Mario Bros. But
Wait.
you can also play as your little me avatar thingy.
Oh.
Yay. I'm glad this is just a tech demo because it's not really worth it.
no, it isn't. That's downloadable content territory.
Yeah. The next tech demo they showed off was it's like a shield sort of game. You had a pirate ship in front of you on your main telly, and you used the Wii as a shield to block arrows. And you got more points for more arrows you blocked.
Right. Okay.
And you sort of had to turn around to block a ship that wasn't there, but it was there. You had to sort of block from all angles.
Okay.
Kind of like an augmented reality idea with the on the 3DS these days.
Another 3D gimmick which has passed me by.
The next tech demo they showed off was one called Chase Me. Right, I'll try and explain it the best way I can. The person who is being chased...
It's TIG or tag, but with Wii remotes chasing the guy with the Nintendo U remote.
Steal my thunder, why don't you? The person who is being chased holds the Wii U controller, and they get a full map to see where the chasers are, and the chasers hold Wii remotes.
Fair enough.
The game looks alright. It looks like one of those party games that would be fun if you had a lot of friends over. But it's a tech demo, so I don't think it'll actually come out. It's just a demo.
You'll probably find it on the next episode of Wii Sports, possibly.
I don't think so, Adam. It's not a sports game.
Neither is half the shit on Wii Sports.
How?
If I remember rightly, Wii Sports Resort had aerial fighting in planes.
Good point. Good point. That's not a sport, but it should be. Seriously, I wouldn't mind watching that on telly every Saturday afternoon.
Apart from the bit where the one that gets shot down dies.
The next tech demo they showed off was... it reminded me a lot of Metroid for two reasons. The people on the ground, this was a shooting sort of game, were wearing power suits. And the person holding the Wii U controller was in Samus Aran's ship, and she was flying around. And the object of the game was the people on the ground were supposed to shoot the person in the air, and vice versa. But yeah.
Fair enough.
And the person with the Wii U controller get like a full body map.
Yeah, that sounds more augmented reality thing again, doesn't it?
No, because
No?
this was all on a TV screen. You know, yeah.
No, okay.
The main game was on the TV screen.
Yeah.
The two people who are playing as the people on the ground will use a Wii remote and nunchuck to shoot down the person using the Wii U controller. And the Wii U controller had a map on it, so the Wii U controller, the Wii U player knew where the Wii remotes were. This is confusing.
So stop it and move on. Right, we get the image.
Right. Now these are all games that are actually going to come out or in development. The first game they talked about was Lego City Stories. This game, it looks okay, but they didn't really show that much. I like some of the Lego movie license games. As far as making good movie license games, it's very difficult to go wrong with them because they do quite a good job of them. Unlike some people these days, when they make Iron Man into a movie license, it turns out shit.
I think you'll find that the general accepted theory is that a game with a movie license on it is shit.
Yeah, well,
the fact that most of us stopped caring about Lego the instant our balls dropped, just slapping a movie license on it isn't really going to be that much. It's not going to really sell it to me, at least.
Well, I like the Lego games, but I only buy the ones that I like the movies from.
Right.
That's why I never bought Lego Indiana Jones 2, because it had Crimson Skull in it.
Crimson Skull? Crystal Skull, you mean?
Crystal Skull.
I didn't mind that movie, actually, to tell you the truth.
Well, I didn't like the movie, so I didn't buy the second Lego Indiana Jones game.
Again, I'm not a movie buff. I go to movies because I've got no games to play.
The next game they talked about was Darksiders 2. I've never played a Darksiders game, so I don't really know what to say about this game.
I know so little about the Darksiders. If you've played Darksiders, you know about it. Well, there's a sequel coming out. Rejoice.
Yeah. The next game they showed off was a Tekken game.
Yeah.
So if you like Tekken, you can now play it on the Wii U.
Woot.
They also showed off Batman Arkham City.
Oh,
it's
good.
coming to the Wii U.
I'm looking out for this one.
So, all you people who are playing on your Xbox, you might want to make a different choice this time and play it on the Wii U.
How about get stuffed? We're not buying another console just to play Batman when it's coming out on the console we already own.
Good point. They also showed off an Assassin's Creed game, and this is an exclusive Assassin's Creed game for the Wii U. It's been developed especially for the Wii U, so you won't be able to get it anywhere else.
Which doesn't really bother me, since I played the first one all the way through, and not once was I entertained.
The next game they showed off was Ghost Recon Online. This game, it looks alright, and they were showing out the Wii U off for this game. The Wii has a microphone inside, so you could potentially talk to your friends whilst you're playing online with the thing. And they also had that the map, so you could see where all your friends were, you can help them out and stuff. And it generally looked like a pretty good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, with a built-in microphone into your controller, you don't have to buy one of those little headsets. I always have trouble getting those damn things on. The little earpieces is really annoying for me. That's why I use the PlayStation Eye as my microphone.
I don't really play multiplayer games that much, and when I do, it's usually on a game where it's text only kind of thing. I do have Skype, but I don't use it at all.
I'll imagine this camera 1 minute. After the Ghost Recon, they talked about a few sports games from EA. Then they showed off a dirt game, which is basically a rally driving sort of game.
I think I've heard of them, yeah.
But I have to say, you're naming your car after... You're naming your game after dirt.
Well, if it's on a dirt track,
I know,
rally races usually are on dirt tracks.
I know, but...
Off-road kind of thing.
I know, but you could at least put a better game title than dirt.
That's because by the end of the race, that's all you see instead of a car, just this massive dirt on wheels. I'm running out of time, by the way.
Anyway, YouTube, in the next part I should talk about a few more Wii U games.